America is turning 250 this weekend, and what better way to celebrate than one of this country's most original homegrown spirits? Of course, we're talking about Kentucky bourbon. Long before America had capitals or city halls, it had taverns where neighbors gathered and bourbon culture was born. The team from Tavern Bourbon is here to toast to 250 years of history with the Colonial Mule, a fresh seasonal cocktail with a nod to our frontier heritage. Here with the recipe in the Chenoweth Appliances kitchen is founder Royce Blevins, and we got Shelby Lancaster in with us today. We are so excited to cheers to America's birthday. Oh my goodness. So tell us a little bit about Tavern Bourbon. It just started last year.
Yep.
You've already won several awards. It is on my bourbon shelf, honestly one of my fiance's favorites.
Awesome.
So kind of tell us a little bit about that backstory and how you're really nodding this heritage.
Sure. Burnt Tavern was a stagecoach rest just south of Lexington that stood in the 1790s through the 1860s, where a lot of history's greats stopped and stayed. Henry Clay stayed there. A lot of celebrities back in the day, P.T. Barnum, Jenny Lind, who was an opera singer, but a lot of, America's frontiersmen stopped there on their way south on the Wilderness Road. So we learned the story and we started Burnt Tavern Bourbon. And we're coming on a year. We've won double gold at the London World Spirits Awards.
Okay,
We've won a gold medal at San Francisco's World Spirits Awards, so really starting to get some acclaim. It's twice burned and reborn with a whisper of smoke.
Which is pretty similar to America's story as a whole, right? It's like we're always trying to, forge our own path, make our own history, and you guys are doing it here.
Yeah.
So this cocktail, you don't have to be this like super bourbon connoisseur to enjoy a well-crafted cocktail.
That's right. So our bourbon is great neat, but especially when you're celebrating, want to get festive, we have got a delicious, what we call the Colonial Mule. So right here we've got a shaker filled with ice. We're going to do strawberry puree. Then we're going to add some blueberry simple syrup. So we've got our red and blue, some lime juice here, and this recipe is on our website.
Okay.
BurntTavernBourbon.com.
Yes. The most important part, the bourbon.
The bourbon.
Add that in there, and then we're going to give it a little shake. Get everything nice and frosty.
The bourbon's excellent on a rock or neat, as Shelby said. It's 105 proof. It's it's 7-year-old. As I said, it's twice burned and reborn. It has that little whisper of smoke. So if you liked an old fashioned, a lot of people like smoked old fashions or smoked Manhattan. We bring the smoke with you with our bourbon.
No torch necessary.
That's right. Then we're just going to add a little bit of fizz here with some ginger ale. And then you can top it with your garnish. So we have some blueberries here, and a little festive pick, and then a little sprig of mint for freshness.
There you go.
Yes,
I mean, this is 4th of July in a cup. Who needs a hot dog when you can have one?
That's right. Cheers to that.
You guys are getting so creative. I follow you guys on Instagram. You guys do a phenomenal job. It seems like every week or every other week you're posting cocktail recipes.
That's right.
Because again, when you see that, whisper of smoke, a lot of people are like, whoa, what's that going to taste like? But you take the time to really craft these cocktails to balance out those flavors, so it's not intimidating to drink bourbon.
That's right. Yeah, sure. We've had a lot of good feedback from our ladies who might not always drink bourbon or be a bourbon fan, but they've given us a try and they love it. And so we encourage folks to check us out at all of your major retailers, some of your independents. You can find us BurntTavernBourbon.com. There's a store locator to let you know where you can buy Burnt Tavern. We're in a lot of the local restaurants and bars, so have a toast to America's 250 with an excellent bourbon. It's a great gift if you're looking in the season of celebration, to give a nice bourbon gift to somebody that might be visiting from out of town.
Yes, perfect way to do it. That little nod to our Kentucky heritage. Bringing back this brand. I mean, it burnt down twice. It is back and rolling, stronger than ever, really. So what does it mean to you to bring back this brand?
It's the heritage of Kentucky. It's what we're about. Finding out about James Smith, who came with Daniel Boone and settled Smithtown. As you said, the tavern burned twice, and the locals started calling it Burnt Tavern. And we have the farm where Burnt Tavern stood. And so to learn that history, to learn about all of the greats that stayed there, to think about the heritage of what they celebrated when they stopped and they rested. Stagecoaches could travel like 20 miles a day, so they would stop, rest their horses, get something to eat, and of course have some good cheer. as bourbon was being made, whiskey was being made on the site back in the 1790s.
So crazy. So thank you all so much for bringing in all of this festiveness into our studio today.
Absolutely.
So again, if you're interested in learning more, just head over to their website.